Hey everyone, and thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Bitcoin closed above the 20-day moving average, but only slightly. If we take a look at where the close was, we can see that it closed at approximately 50,379 at the time the 20-day moving average was a little over 50K. Now the 20-day moving average is at 50,122, and our current price is at 50,186. If you guys like the content, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. Also check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we're looking at Bitcoin here. It broke above the 20-day moving average. In fact, it had a wick about 5.33% above the 20-day moving average, but it did drop back down by the daily close, and fortunately, it was able to close slightly above it. Now, if we look to see what sort of happened over the last few days, we held resistance at the 20-day moving average for 2 days. On the third day, we broke through it. Okay, on the third day, we broke through it. Now we're in day 4, and so far, we're holding support on the 20-day moving average. So instead of being slightly below it, we are in fact slightly above it. As I've said before, I would not schedule the Forbes interview just yet. It might be good to see what happens from here. We are sitting right on top of the 20-day. Obviously, a decisive move below would, this would ultimately just be a fake out. But if Bitcoin can simply maintain its level above the 20-day and just kind of trend up or something like this, then I think good things are in store for the altcoin market. Okay, so we had one close above the 20-day. That's good. Right? This is great. This is what we wanted. In order to see altcoins shine, we first needed a Bitcoin correction. We then need a bounce, theoretically, over the 20-day moving average. And then it would be great if Bitcoin volatility could calm down somewhere in this region right here. If it does, then I think the implications for the altcoin market as a whole would be relatively good. Okay, relatively good. So that's what we're going to keep an eye on. Now, the 50-day, which we still never went to, and we might not in the short term, is now at 42,205. So in fact, it has gone above the prior local top at 42K. So you can see it's come above it, and it will continue to trend up by about, a couple $100 a day is my guess, or at least $100 to $200 a day for a few more days at the very least, as it slowly catches up to where the price of Bitcoin is. So now that Bitcoin is above the 20-day moving average, I think now it's a waiting game. It's simply a waiting game to see, can it hold? Can we get a little bit higher so that we're not right on top of it, where a 1% move would take us below? Right now, in fact, if we drop 0.5%, we would be below the 20-day moving average. It would be great if we could get a little bit more comfortable and move a little bit higher, as I was saying, maybe to the $52,000, $53,000 range. That would be ideal, in my opinion, for altcoins to start moving, because it's still relatively, it would still be about 10% below the prior all-time high. So you're not really flirting with price discovery for Bitcoin. And then it would also be about 5% or so above the 20-day moving average. This is more or less just what I would find more comfort in terms of the altcoin market as a whole. But again, you can already see altcoins are starting to do well. A lot of the altcoins that we follow, DOT is above $38. Link is right around $30. ADA is still holding strong at $121. Ethereum is at $15.78. I think the clock is on our side. As long as Bitcoin does not capitulate, I think we're going to be looking for some altcoin moves here in the not so distant future. Just keep an eye on Bitcoin. Keep an eye on 50,131. That'll be the area to look at today for the next 24 hours or so. That is where the 20-day moving average is. And a lot of times in a bull market, the 20-day moving average can provide some level of support. We bounced off the 20-day moving average several times. We bounced off it here back in January. We sort of had a little bounce there, but it wasn't anything to write home about. We had another bounce here. Okay, these bounces are good for altcoins. So this is what we want to keep an eye on. If we can separate ourselves a little bit more, I think this is going to be great for the altcoin market. If you guys like the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's go for 160,000 subscribers. Give the video a thumbs up. Check out the Telegram channel, which you can find a link to in the description below. Remember, we also have the Altcoin season sale, which you can find a link to that in the description below as well. You get access to the weekly reports and videos, the risk dashboard, the Telegram alerts channel, the trading view indicators, the weekly reports and videos, and more. Make sure you guys go check that out in the description below. At the very least, definitely subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye.